Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Send your spies after me?
My watchers. Were something to go wrong, I could then arrive quickly to help.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should...
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away...
Not sure I understand what the problem is.
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse, abundant enough so that the blood scent...
Mud.
It is a place of torment, a torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human... This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill...
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Mudna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special... Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will...
See no reason...
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sangurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. 1 drop of blood shall smell like...
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt, but you must remain... As things stand, the die is cast.
And you're starting to...
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond...
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases them. reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land unknown other. This was the first place we saw.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. A great many beings have breathed their last here.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us of where we came from.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Indeed. Though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet, those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet, those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Detlef's. We both remained in this part of the world.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Detlef's. We both remained in this part of the world.
Cells? Who for?
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Detlef's. We both remained in this part of the world.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Detlef's. We both remained in this part of the world.
Whose is this glyph?
Amarun. They ventured beyond the sea.
Whose is this glyph?
Amarun. They ventured beyond the sea.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet, those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Whose is this glyph?
Amarun. They ventured beyond the sea.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be... Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.